Hello students, welcome to Science Online Learning. In today's video, we are going to continue chapter 15, Synthetic Materials. In our previous video, we studied that synthetic materials are materials made by combining the chemicals in factories. So that is why we call them artificial materials or man-made materials. And we also discussed about plastic materials and the good side and bad side of plastic materials. In today's video, we are going to learn about synthetic fibers, and we will be learning how synthetic fiber is made and what are the uses of synthetic fiber and what are the good and bad side of synthetic fibers. Let's get started with a quick recap of our previous video. First, plastic and environment. So what is meant by plastic, students? Yes, any material that can be easily molded or made into different shapes is called a plastic material. Clay and rubber are called as natural plastic materials. And when we go to the market, we get usually things wrapped in plastic or packed in a polythene bag. So that is one reason why plastic waste keeps getting accumulated in our homes. And finally, the plastic waste, they find their way into the garbage, and disposal of plastic is a major problem in our country. A material which get decomposed through natural processes such as the action by bacteria is called biodegradable, and material which cannot be decomposed by natural processes is termed as non-biodegradable. And plastics are non-biodegradable. So when we throw away things which are made of plastic, they are not broken down by natural decomposers or by any natural processes. They pile up and they pollute the environment. That is the reason why we must avoid the use of plastics as far as possible. So you can make use of bags which are made up of cotton, a jute when you go for shopping. The biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste should be collected separately and disposed separately. So you can practice this in your homes. So it is always better to recycle the plastic waste, and most of the plastics can be recycled. So make a list of items that can be recycled. However, during recycling, certain coloring agents are added. So this limits its usage, especially for the purpose of packing food. So it is always advised to limit the use of plastics. Next, we are going to learn about synthetic fibers. So the fibers made by human beings, they are called as synthetic fibers. A synthetic fiber is a type of chain of small units joined together. A synthetic fiber is made up of small molecules which are joined up together, and each small unit or each small molecule is actually a chemical substance, and many such small units, they combine to form a large unit. So the fiber obtained from natural sources like cotton, silk and wool, they are called as natural fibers. And we can spin threads and yarns out of the natural fibers. But the fibers which are made from chemical materials or chemical substances like nylon, acrylic and polyester, they are called as synthetic or man-made fibers. And the molecules that joined up to make the synthetic fibers, they also can come from nature. They may come from coal, petroleum, natural gas or cotton. But when these molecules join together, they produce fibers which have properties that are very different from those of the natural fibers. Next, let's see how fabrics are produced. So what is meant by fabrics? The dress you wear, They're called as fabrics or textiles. Okay, so all fabric is made from fiber, either natural fiber or synthetic fiber. So all the dress you wear, they are made up of fiber, and these fibers can be natural or synthetic fibers. So natural fibers, they are obtained from natural sources like cotton, wool or silk, but synthetic fibers are obtained from synthetic materials like nylon, acrylic or polyester. But the molecules which form the synthetic fiber, they can also come from nature like coal, petroleum, natural gas. And these fibers, they are processed, okay, processed in chemical industries, and they are twisted to form the yarn, and then the yarn is woven or knitted into fabrics. Next, let's learn how a synthetic yarn made. So the synthetic material is dissolved. Dissolved means it is completely mixed or it is melted to form a thick pasty liquid, and this thick pasty liquid is forced out through the holes in a metal disc. So as you can see in this picture, the liquid synthetic material, which is in the form of thick paste, is forced out through holes in a metal disc. The long thin fibers that come out of the holes are drawn together and cooled to form the yarn. So the long fibers we get from the metal disc or from the holes of the metal disc, they are all drawn together and they form the yarn. After cooling, it forms the synthetic yarn. Yarn is nothing but it is a thread or a long fiber. So what are man-made or synthetic fibers? The fibers made by chemical process are often called as synthetic fibers. For example, polyester, nylon are all synthetic fibers. And how are these synthetic fibers formed? Yes, the synthetic material is dissolved to form a thick pasty liquid, and this pasty liquid is forced through a metal disc which has got many holes in it, and long thin fibers come out of the holes of the metal disc and they are drawn together and they are cooled. They are passed through a cooling liquid where cooling takes place, and finally the synthetic yarn is produced. Next, let's discuss about the characteristics of synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers are cheaper than the natural fibers. So usually natural fibers like cotton cloths or woolen clothings, they're all those silk clothings are very costly, but synthetic fibers or synthetic fabrics are very cheap. Next, synthetic fibers are stronger than the natural fibers, which mean the cloths made up of synthetic fibers, they last for many years, they last longer. Thirdly, it is easy to maintain the synthetic fibers. So for example, it is easier to wash and dry the clothes which are made up of synthetic fibers, and these fibers do not fade easily. So we discussed that it is easy to wash the cloths made up of synthetic fibers, and it is easy to dry them. The cloths get dried up in very less time, and synthetic fibers are readily available, which means they are easily available in all textile shops. And moth and other insects, they do not attack the synthetic fibers. And the cloths which are made up of synthetic fibers, they can retain their folds. So we know there is no need to iron the cloths which are made up of synthetic fiber. But in case of cotton clothing, without ironing we cannot wear the dress. But it is not so in case of synthetic fibers. So we have studied about the characteristics of synthetic fibers, the good side of the synthetic fibers. Now we are going to learn the disadvantages or the bad side of the synthetic fibers. The main disadvantage of synthetic fibers are synthetic fibers, they burn very easily. So cloths made up of synthetic fibers should not be worn in the kitchen. And synthetic fibers, they do not absorb the moisture. So we cannot wear synthetic dress or synthetic clothes during summer because we will feel uncomfortable. And these synthetic cloths, they do not have enough air space, so the skin cannot breathe. So this makes us uncomfortable when we wear a dress which is made up of synthetic fiber during summer. And cloths made up of some synthetic fibers shine in a ugly way. So it usually give a very bright or dark shine which will look in a ugly way, and they cling to the skin and can irritate the skin. So sometimes synthetic fibers, the clothings made up of synthetic fiber, they can stick to our skin and they can irritate our skin. And what are the uses of synthetic fibers? Synthetic fibers are used to make fabric. Fabric means cloth, socks, sweaters, blankets, carpets, mosquito net, artificial silk, lace, ropes, brushes, parachutes, bags, and even the threads surgeons use to stitch the wound during a surgery is also made up of synthetic fibers. And the main characteristics are they dry up very quickly, they are cheap, they are easily available, and they are easy to maintain. So next we are going to learn about some other useful synthetic materials like synthetic rubber and synthetic adhesives. So most of the common things we use in our day-to-day life, they are made up of synthetic rubber, and the common examples are the bubble gums you eat, tires, rubber boots are all made up of synthetic rubber. Next is synthetic adhesives. What are adhesives? Adhesives are things we use for sticking. So earlier the glue we use for sticking or pasting something was made from the bones of animals, and the gums we use, they were made from the juice of certain plants, and that was the only adhesives we used in those days. But now we use synthetic adhesives for all sort of things. For example, from sticking paper to sticking or pasting the or repairing the leak which is present in pipes and other thing in wires. And synthetic adhesives are much stronger than the natural adhesives. So we all use adhesives tape for sticking the charts, for sticking papers or sticking any handwork, or even for repairing any wires or any pipes or any tap or anything. So we use synthetic adhesive for all sort of things, and these adhesives are usually much stronger than the natural adhesives. So students, to summarize, in today's video we studied about synthetic fiber and how synthetic yarns are produced, and we also discussed about the uses of synthetic fibers and whether these synthetic fibers are useful to us, whether they are good to us or bad to us. We discussed the advantages and disadvantages, and we also learned about some of the other synthetic materials like synthetic rubber and synthetic adhesives. So students, it's time for you to complete your assignments. Thank you for watching this video till the end. Have a nice day.